In 2002, I had the pleasure and privilege of performing for the first time in Snape. It was with my good friends Lisa Batjashvili and Stephen Osborne. My memories of that time are blurry, but I still feel the awe and the respect I had of this place, as one of my favorite LPs as a child was the unique and congenial collaboration of my hero cellist Mstislav Rostropovich and my back then favorite modern composer Benjamin Britten. The recording I have never dared to replicate in concert until now, when I play the entire program for the first time in my life at your festival, of which I have the honor to be the featured artist for the coming summer. Doing that with my favorite Stephen Osborne makes this even more special. And I can assure you, while we are not trying to copy the two giants, our version of the Britten Sonata will be memorable, hopefully in a good way. To combine Bach and Britten suites for cello solo is a no-brainer, because even though they are written at totally different times, they contain an improvisatory and human quality which talks equally to any audience in the world. One of the many reasons Rostropovich is, for me, the most important cellist of all time is his fruitful relation with composers such as Shostakovich, Prokofiev, Schnittke, and, most importantly, the one and only Benjamin Britten, whom he pressured into writing him something. If the anecdote is true, he threatened to embarrass Britten in front of some nobility with some ridiculous obeisance if he wouldn't compose him something. And that something resulted in 3 solo suites, the sonata and the cello symphony, absolute masterpieces of the cello repertoire. Knowing this, I used different but similarly annoying tactics to convince the incredible Unsuk Chin to write a concerto for me, which took about almost 5 years, me bringing my cello to as many of her gorgeous house parties and play for her guests, but mainly for her, so that she at some point had to agree to write this devilishly difficult but hauntingly beautiful concerto for me. While some journalists have called me a modern music specialist, I'm at heart a romantic. Most modern music isn't for me, and whenever I get a chance to play the beloved Elgar concerto, I'm definitely going for it. Although, should you be expecting Jacqueline Duprez's wonderful version 2.0, you might be disappointed, as my interpretation is pretty much different to hers. I never saw this piece as, in the words of Rostropovich, music about young love, but rather the opposite, about end of life and lost love. My interpretation follows the markings of Elgar closely, and thus it turns out to be slightly more inward than outward, with the necessary fireworks and occasional explosions of pain and anger, because I see it as my duty as an artist to make the pieces my own and not steal the ideas, not even from genius artists like Dupre or Rostropovich. It will be an honor to appear as soloist with and without orchestra, chamber musician and scholar. But as different as these roles might be, I wear each hat with the same authenticity, for it's never about me, but about the music I'm about to present. I look forward to being back with you in June at the festival.